Okay, so in this video, we are gonna be looking over what I think market could do in the coming years. And there are a couple stocks that I am watching to accumulate my position in it. Not necessarily means that, as soon as we buy, it's gonna go up. I am looking for the next 5 to 10 years for these stocks on the long-term side of it. I'm gonna share those as well. I'm sure throughout the year, I will be sharing more as we go, but this is the few that I like where they are, and I am starting to accumulate my shares in it. So we'll definitely dig into those as well. The one thing I would say is 2026 is most likely is gonna be where you want to accumulate as much as possible. But whatever shares, whatever ETFs that you are thinking or you're feeling comfortable with it, is that you want to start adding into it. I shared my long-term portfolio with you guys. Is about 60% of my day trading funds are in that dividend account. That's whatever money I make from it. I transfer them every Friday, and then every Friday, I know exactly the shares that I am putting them into it as well, or ETFs that automatically are getting purchased, with the largest position holding being VFV, and then the next is the SCHD is second one, and then I got Coca-Cola. There's a couple of them that are my top dividend paying stocks in there. So what the reason I'm sharing is whatever money you make, have a plan for it. For you all putting this work into the day trading, into the swings, you need to have a purpose behind it. Of course, you want to pay your bills, you want to grow your bank account, and you want to grow your retirement account. I pay my bills from it as well. So I have a set amount each week. I know from this account, one, it saves me from making stupid mistakes. Like I could go heavy in a trade, and then it doesn't go in my favor. I could wipe out a lot of my gains. But if I keep a plan throughout the week, and I know amount of things that I am going to be moving to this account, that account, or this is what is for my taxes, because you got to remember, right? As a day traders, we have to have those funds as well, how much we are going to be paying. Just a rough idea, you can get it from your accountant as well. So make sure you are starting with that good mindset from the beginning of the year. Even if it's $100, get in the habit of moving $80 into different accounts. Keep the 20 in the day trading, because we want to grow that account as well, so we can size up our positions. So that's one thing you definitely want to do. Two, whether it means you are looking for a side hustle, you're looking for a second job, whatever you need to do, I will say the next 3 years, as much money you can dump into the market, you will get rewarded. So in the next 2030, 2031 is gonna be where you're gonna see this cycle. So we are gonna be coming up into a cycle where we will start to see some of those 2022 and 2023 kind of moves happening in the market. That does not mean we're not going to see another all-time high. There will be stocks that are going to be running. There will be stocks that are going to be pulling back. This is the nature of it. So I went through pretty much majority of the sectors, and I will show you and share what I saw and what I'm looking at it. And I want you to keep in mind, I am focused on the larger time frame. There are going to be very few charts that I'm even sharing for daily. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm talking about this right now and you're going to go out and buy a 1 month out options contracts. That's not how it's going to work. We're looking at a long term. We're looking at a 1 year out. And I will share the ones that I am looking for the coming week or within a month for it to pay us. But overall, for this call is more to see how can we prepare for the year. What are the things that we can do and be ready for it? Where do we want to put the money in? So this is the long term, more of like, I want you to get into the mindset of it, because let's be honest, day trading, about 10% of the people are successful, right? If you are putting the work in and you're coming into that 10% of it, amazing. Now you need to learn to know how to manage that being in that 10%. Where do we put the money in? Do I want to be always a day trader? Probably not. Like, I want to be able to sleep in for a week that I don't want to trade. I want to be somewhere there's no internet that I don't have to trade, right? So you want to get to a place where your long-term portfolio is making enough for you that you can be anywhere in the world and your money works for you. You know, some people say, oh, I work so hard. Like, good, you work so hard. I want my money to work hard for me. So that's what I want you to change your mindset to be. My money is working hard for me, not me. Like, of course, I'm putting the work in as well, but I want to get to a point where it's my money that is working for me, that I'm not the one who's actually having to get up and say, oh, I gotta clock in and make money in order to put food on the table. So some mind shifts, mind changes, and there will be setbacks. It's life. You know, you're not always going to be in an uptrend. There will be pullbacks, just like in the market happens in real life as well, whether it's with your health, with your kids, with your house, with your partner, with whatever the hell, with your siblings, right? It will be there, but that should not, one thing or whatever happens should not determine the outcome of it, where you're literally giving up on life. So keep those things in mind. Like, it is okay, shit happens, like, perfect, fine, it happened, let's go, right? Move on to it. So that's my little bit of the gyan on Sunday. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I want you to save whatever, wherever you can, and make sure that's going into your long-term portfolio. I don't care if it's $5 extra a week. I don't care if it's $50 extra a month. Wherever you can find, that's where you want to make sure that it is going into your long-term portfolio. 5 years from now, I want to get messages from you guys like, you know, thank you for that day you did the video call and said this. So I'm not going to name somebody. About a month ago, I made someone cry because I laid it out. I give this, because I care, right? I gave this person a piece of my mind, and the change, and I'm glad that person took it positively. And the change I have seen in somebody in 1 month, I have not seen even in Killa, that she made the changes that fast. So it is doable. Sometimes you just need a hard love, and you know who you are, and you know I love you. But I'm glad I did that, because I see that change now. So, and if somebody says something to you, especially in the group, and we know how Killa means the best for everybody. Sometimes even my own tone can come across like, what the hell, I've already said this 10 times. But I don't want you to take it wrong, take it positively. I truly want to see each and every one of you win and be able to, I receive amazing messages from most of you. But I want to receive where you're like, I have hit this, I have achieved this, or something that we talked about 2 years ago, and I continue to do it. And here I am. Those are the things that you're doing it for yourself, for your family, for your kids. So stay positive, keep doing, and save every penny as possible. And let's, on that note, enough of this, and we will start with our charts. Let me share. If anybody needs more, let me know. I can talk. You can put your specific names requests in there and I can give you. All right. Okay, let me make sure I have the stuff ready for our thing. AMD, and this is where we are. AMD, Adobe. Just want to make sure I am on the right part of it. Okay. All right. Let me share. Okay, we'll start with SPY. Okay. So I'm sharing the 2-week chart on it. I'm going to share a couple different charts on this as well. I'm actually going to have this one ready as well. But let's go back to it. So what I'm looking for it, I still think despite all the news that's happening, we might see a little bit more pullbacks and then we go back, and I'm looking for somewhere in this zone. So this is, if you've taken any of the classes with me, you know that with our AMD setup, I'm looking at the fibs around 2.5 to see if we clear the 700 zone, we do have a room to still continue to the upside. But overall view of it. So if you are a person who trades SPY, right now, what I would be looking for is more of a day-to-day trades on SPY until we get some sort of a pullback into this zone. So all I'm taking is the previous price action where we had the pullback and then we broke out of it and volume showed up. This is the candle where we had the volume showed up. So what I'm looking for us to make this pullback and then go back, make a lower high, and then come back, put in a new lower low, and give us that displacement into somewhere in the 579 to 585 area. Some of you are going to think like, are you crazy? No, I'm not. This might not happen, right? But the probability based on when you go to your monthly chart, when you go to your 3-month chart, when you go to your 6-month chart, it is more of a probability that we do need to come back and test this zone of the displacement that we had the last time of it. So this is what I am looking for it. When we do this pullback, and as long as we don't lose 570, you can write somewhere, you can remember whatever, as long as we hold 570 and we bounce from it, you want to switch down to your 2-day chart. This is going to have all my lines on it. So I think it's only my monthly and weeklies that I've turned the lines off. So what you want to do is you want to switch down to 2-day chart and look for either a hammer candle or a candle with the wick, or something candles like any of these candles where buyers have stepped in and your 2-day candle is closing above the 570. This is where you can get a confirmation that we are having a turnaround. So overall, this is what I am looking for it. Once we do pull back, we could see a move to the upside, which will lead us to all the way end of the 2026. When I'm looking, this is something I'm looking for it in maybe April, May, kind of an area leading us right into the summer months where we see the pullback and then continue it. I still think that this pullback that I'm looking for it to come down here could come in the month of January. Before even we make it complete this year, I think we could definitely see, based on whatever the pushes we get here, and then pull back into this zone by the end of this month. Okay. So let me see, this is the month of chart SPY. So we do have, as we can see, there are buyers, there are orders that are resting here. We have orders resting all the way. This is my 200-day moving average as well. So at some point, we will come back and test this zone as well. And then my next biggest resting liquidity is in this area also. But currently, I would not mind a pullback into this zone, and then we take off from it, which would lead into the end of this month. Okay. So when I bring it down to the 2-day, slight sellers, we don't have anything at the top building yet either. So keeping this is, again, probability. I'm not saying this is the final, this is what's going to happen, but looking at what my 3-month chart says, this is very much of a possibility. And the stuff that you want to go see is, for an example, always turn to Google chart. Google is the one that will tell you the story of what market is doing. So we got a nice setup in here as well. So that aligns with us coming down into that 579, 580 area, and then taking it off from here as well. So that's what I am watching on SPY. So now we are gonna head back to, so this is your daily time frame on SPY as well. Benita can confirm, is Benita here? Yes, Benita can confirm this pattern, if I am on the right track or not. And what I would look to see is confirmation 692. If we cannot break 692, we're probably going to consolidate and continue to pull back before we actually make the move to the upside of it. And then to the upside, I am looking to see if we can get above this 698 area. I will first be watching the 695 zone and then watching to see if we can get above the 698 to 700 area as well. And then I do have room for it to go continue to the upside before we see the pullback. Ideally, I would like it to complete the whole thing by end of this month and then give us the move so we can kind of have a better place, you know, for us. Okay, so on the daily side of it, and you already have my chart with the levels on the daily. I'll just give you guys just a lot. These are more of my levels to do day trades versus swing trades. I know some of you already have this screenshot, and so keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now next is I'm gonna go through some of the I can't think of the word, what is it called? Some of the sectors that I have reviewed. What you can do now from here is the sectors that I review with you, that I go over it. I'm gonna go over the yearly charts. I'm not coming down to 3 months. I'm not coming down to 6 months. You can look into it, what stocks are in that sector, which ones are looking good, whether to the upside or to the downside. You can do that research and work on it. So we will start with XBI. So this is your 12-month sector. And we got an outside hammer, right? So you got a beautiful inside of 2 years. We didn't go anywhere. We are finally broke out of last year with a hammer candle to the outside on it. So I would definitely watch this sector. And easiest way to do is wherever the breakout happened, keep that as your stop loss. You don't have to think too much. You don't have to, go crazy where my stop loss needs to be, what I need to do. Where did we break out from it? We price broke out of here. So if we were to lose, I would probably give myself an extra room. If we break below 110, I'm out of this sector. That means things are changing. We might not start. We might have another year that could be another one inside of it. So have a clear plan when you are reviewing it. So XBI, we got our outside hammer candle on the year. Next is XLB. Yes, adjust my drawings. What we are doing, XLB, we got the yearly hammer candle on it. So what is happening here? Can somebody tell me what we have here that is happening with the XLB? Anyone? Anyone to take a guess?
It's an ascending triangle.
I can't hear. Sorry, say that again.
It's an ascending triangle.
No, and don't look at the lines here, just the candlesticks.
Evening star?
No, we don't have an evening star, not yet. Okay, so remember when we print a hammer candle at the top with the consolidation that is happening, which means we could see a slight push up because there are few orders left here and then turn around on it. So we have a hammer candle forming at the top of the wedge or at the top of the trend. So keep those things in mind, the type of price action we are printing. So what I would do personally with this one is I would watch to see what does the price do in the $50 mark, which is $4 left on it, right? So you don't need to chase something like this for $4. You can wait to see what kind of price action do we print here. If we start to print something like this and price rejects and starts to pull back, this is where you go in and see what stock is heavy in this sector, and then look for a trade, the ones that have topped off, and then easiest ways to trade is with that. If we are breaking the 50 mark on it, if this starts to break, then what I would do is I would take my fibs marker, I would take it from here to 50, and I would mark the 50% mark on it. So anytime we pull back and we retest the 47.77 area, I'm just here, I am looking at the potential. The candle hasn't finished yet, right? I'm just assuming that this is what it's going to do. If it comes back and retest that and we hold, then I'm looking for something like this to happen and come back, retest, and then take off from here to the upside on it. That's how you can basically kind of predict or have a probability to see what it could do. So focus on the type of candles we are printing on it, and always look to the left. Where could the orders be stuck? Where could buyer or sellers might be sitting that they are trying to get out of it? So that's what you are watching. The next one that I really like is if I can type XLP. So I went over XLB, XLP. I am gonna hide all. Okay. What do we have here on the year? What does anybody want to tell me what happened here on the year? It's a good practice. Nobody's right and wrong. Please, guys, just don't think that I am gonna like hold you to it. It is okay. Just it's okay to be wrong. What do we have?
That it's rejecting?
No, the candles,
No.
just the candlestick.
It's a doji, no.
Or the price action. What did we do last year? Consolidation. Yes, we are in a consolidation. But what we did was we stayed within the 2024's price action, right? You literally have an inside year here, not an inside day, not an inside month. Yes, we got an inside candle right here. So what I would do is I would mark here as my, now it's going to give me everything. I don't want hide indicators. Okay, let's see. It's going to give me, let's delete all of this. Where was this? What time frame do I have drawn in? Okay, that has played out. Let's remove all this. I don't want to sync. Remove 9 drawings. Okay, let's go back to the 12 months. Okay. And it's consumer staple. So there are stocks that are actually looking really, really good. Okay, so this is where I would do, right? So remember, this took a whole year to build this candle. So you watching this price at 12 month is no good to you. So you need to find another time frame, or maybe find 2 time frames where you can go down to it and then look at it. Okay, on this time frame, this is where I am seeing my support. If it breaks here, this is where I want to put the stop loss on it. as well, right? So that's how you want to come up with your stop loss on the smaller time frame. You don't want to, if you're only buying a year on the contracts, you don't want to use the 12-month as your stop loss, because it will be whole year. You could be down a lot if it is turning around. So what I would do is I would use a box and I would give myself this right here is where I would be like, okay, this is my stop loss, and I am looking for it to move to the upside. If we do come back and retest here, we don't have much of a price action yet. So even if you go to the 3 months time frame, there's not much, because we are just the beginning of the month as well. If I go down to the monthly, I'm still don't have much of a time frame here to tell you where it could go. However, I can see a very strong support here, which tells me drawing that box, I need to give myself $76 based on the monthly time frame, right? I could give, if I'm buying 2028 contracts, I can give myself an extra dollar. I could go down to 75 and actually use this whole VIC zone and be like, okay, every time I make money in one of my stocks or one of my day trades, this is where I am putting it in, because I am looking for year to break out. I'm gonna show you guys where, how, I think I shared that chart. Killa posted somewhere, maybe in her group, I think she posted it. I shared it in November, and look where the price is. And I had no clue that, Trump was gonna go on war with Venezuela. So, but that breakout is looking really, really good. So this is where you want to be watching this name and go into it. There are some stocks that are looking really good, are definitely on my watch. Just a quick view of some other sectors that are notable. XLY, another one, you got hammer on the year. You don't even need to, like, what I'm saying is like, watch if this happens or watch if that happens. Like, look at it previously. What did we do when we had this as a rejection? What did we do? We came back and retested it and never broke below right here. So knowing where to put your stop losses, when to get out of it, is also a key. So here on the XLY, maybe it has a little bit more room to it. This one is a little bit questionable. So I would definitely look at some of the stocks to do maybe a 3-month out swings on it, because there are some nice names that can definitely pay out as well. Okay, hammer candle. On what I meant to say was that on the 12-month, we printed a hammer candle at the top of it. Some notable names to mention: XLY, bullish. There's no reason to be bearish on this yet. We are opening outside right now, so it's still very early to tell. We had an outside year close. We are opening out. So if it has a pullback and we test somewhere in the 155 to 150 zone, there's nothing that's telling me that it's going to continue to pull back, unless things really change. I would then be watching the 130 area kind of on it. For now, it's bullish. Same thing with XLY. Sorry, am I on? No, XLF. Which time frame was this on? Daily. Do we need this? No, we don't need it. I am gonna remove 11, go back to 12 months. I like this. Some of the names definitely look good on it as well on XLF. But as you have to keep in mind, overall, for the market, when we look at SPY, we are looking for that pullback. So this is where you need to make a note. You need to make a calendar, or whatever, however you track things, is where you have a separate watch list. That watch list is for, yes, just the 12-month charts, right? You can put it, okay, if we are looking for a pullback on SPY, could this be a probability of this pulling back and then we going back from it? What kind of candle are we starting to print from it? I love using the box system on it. I would mark this from here. So anything in here is where I am starting to build my positions, right? With the proper stop loss on it. So keep those things in mind. There's another area that we could pull back to, it is right here. But that would be a lot. That means the system is totally crashing, but would love a candle like this to show up, and then we take off from it. So have a plan, like whatever, looking at sectors will always help you more. Next is XER, another one, pretty much bullish. What happens? What is the giveaway on this chart? Pretty new chart, but what is the giveaway on this one? What happens every time we pull back? Anyone?
Is that a bullish marabou right after the pullback?
This one?
Yes.
Yes, this is a bullish marabou, but what I'm looking at is when I look at this chart, every time we pull back, every time buyers show up, we have a wick. When we have that a wick, then after that, for 1, 2, 3 years, 4 years, we continue to the upside, right? And then we had a wick. What did we do? Pretty much 5 years, we are on the uptrend of it. So when I say, whenever we have a pullback, whenever you are looking for candlesticks, whenever we have these pull downs to it, look for these candles. Doesn't matter the time frame you are on. You just need to know the time frame I am watching and I'm looking at it is based on it. What am I doing? Am I taking leaps? Am I taking monthly contracts? You cannot be looking at a 3-month chart and taking a 1-month out options contract on it, right? So the only thing, when you look at larger time frames, you need to know if I am going to be taking my trade based on the 3-month time frame, I need to make sure I am giving a time for it to work out in my favor, right? But candlesticks, the story of the buyers, the sellers, how they come in, how they leave, pretty much stays the same, whether it's on the 1-minute price action, whether it's on the 12-month on it. The story, it tells you right here, the wick, that when buyers stepped in, sellers pushed the price down to the $30 mark. But when buyers stepped in, we closed the year almost $25 up. Same thing when it happens. Now there's another clue in this thing, right? If you truly look at it, you know how I said I'm looking for this pullback. What does that actually happens every 3 to 4 years? We get this candle. Could this be the year that we are going to get that candle, right? So always look at different things within that chart, different ways of reviewing just the price action. We don't have any indicators on it. Like I can put the indicators on and I know there will be 20 different things that will give me other confirmations. But right now, focusing just on the price action tells me, what do I really need to do? Do I need to be, doing shorter swings on it and wait for a bigger move when it does the pullback and be ready to jump into it? So all those things, plan at the year of it, plan at the beginning of the year. So, you are kind of ready for it. Okay. And I went over the XLB, and XLB charts are looking just amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, this one I shared, this one, did I share XLY? I did. Okay, next one. I think, let's look at XTN. Ooh. Transportation. Now looking, I like the consolidation. I like the wick. We had some solid years here as well. I like it. And we did close outside. So I think this might be the one that is getting ready. I like this consolidation. Let's see if we can clear the 95 zone. And depending on the monthly candle we form, definitely a good looking chart. definitely something I would watch. Oh, I like the monthly getting above the consolidation as well. What does my 3-day say? Oh, this could be inverted head and shoulder. Benita? And we are at the neckline of it? Please tell me I'm not making shit up. On a previous time frame too? Which one was I? Was I on the monthly? Yeah, monthly too. We are right at the neckline, guys. This is looking really good. Really good chart. Not mind a little pullback either. Okay, hold on. Oh man, what a beauty. Sorry, 1 second. Now I'm in the charting mode of this one. Okay, definitely like this is on watch for sure. Okay, putting the alert on. Alert is on. So if it goes, we are in business. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot to talk. Okay, that one is looking good. That one is looking good. Then this one is gonna look good too. Man, oh man, is it a year for the transportations? Oh, beautiful save here on the monthly. Let's go back to the daily. Is this a bull flag, Benita? Yes, right? Okay. So they're definitely on watch as well. 12 months looks really good. I like this name. Now you all have a job. Like, you can't say, oh, we missed this, we missed that. There's how many of you? There's like almost 40 of you. Even if we split one stock that one of you is watching, we got no reason to miss anything. Okay, next is everybody's favorite, Bitcoin. What do we have on the 12-month? Let me hide all. What did we close the Bitcoin on the year with last year? Someone tell me. Doji, yes, we closed it with the Doji. What did we do?
Inside here?
Let me go to hide indicators. No, it's not an inside year. It is an outside year. We are outside. Hide all. Okay. I like the consolidation on it, but we do have a shooter and a doji candle. So this could apply for both of the candlesticks here as well. So depending on if we cannot clear the 100K, I would say in the first 3 months, we could see a nice sell-off on the Bitcoin and come down into the 57 to 48 area as well, very easily on it. Might be crazy, but that is possible. Now the next chart, which I shared, of course I type. What do we have? I'm gonna go down to the 3-month. I know I shared this chart not too long ago. Hide the indicators. This was the exact drawing on November 16th, did she say? What did Killa say? November 16th Zoom call. I gave you guys this. So we have how many months that we were inside. We got some very nice inside months. And right now we are breaking out. You got 12-month. We are still inside. We have not broken out of it from here. So let's see if we can break out and continue to the upside, especially with the whole tension going on with Trump. This is definitely looking very nice and has a gap to the upside as well. So I would keep this one on the list. This could be a little bit of buy the rumor, sell the news kind of as well for the next few days. So there are going to be people who are going to be chasing here. I need you to remember that it could pull back before it actually takes off. People might start taking some profits on it as well, but there is gap to the upside and there is a lot of room for this name to continue to the upside. Okay. Okay. Next one is going back to, now I'm going to be going through some of the names. Costco. I like this name just for a long-term purposes as well. This is on the 12-month. What do we have? We got pretty much a similar story as well. We got a shooter candle happening on the 12-month. I would love for it to pull back and play out what I think is possible. And Costco is one of the companies, despite in 2008 with everything that was going on, the crashes everywhere, but this is one of the business that has been always an uptrend and people will still go and buy. Ideally, I would love for us to come down and test this zone, would be my final add area for my shares. This is one of the stocks that I do have in my long-term portfolio and I'm adding on BIPs. So I still think it has a little bit more room just because look at the 12-month, right? Could it give you small bounces? Probably. Could it have a $30 bounce? Very much likely because it does move like that. But what does the 12-month tells me? That there is some true selling pressure on it that we could see that price is coming back to it. Okay. So I am watching that. Next is, okay, I went over this. I'm not gonna actually go through this one. Over this. Okay, next is HD. I like on HD as well. What do we have on the HD? We got inside year as well. We pretty much was inside on last year. So if I go down to the smaller time frames on the 2-day, I like where we are. I like what we are building here. And still not enough confirmation for me to jump in, just because I do have a demand zone to the downside on it. So I would not mind it giving me a little bit more pull back before I actually jump in. However, if we do start to lose 326, I'm done. Then it is not something that I want to be playing into it. But for now, I want to see if we could have a strong Vic-like shoot out from this zone to the upside and we recapture the 330 area. I do like what HD is doing as well. Okay. Next is, okay, I'm gonna be going down to a little bit small, shorter time frames now. AMD is monthly. We had an inside month. We got inside month on November as well. Currently, we are rejecting the top of 224 area. Again, we do have gap on the daily on this name as well. And we got to see how do we break out of 225 and hold. We do have, let's see, 3-day. Jeez. This would be my supply. So if we clear 225, we definitely have a room to the upside, but I would not mind this thing having a little bit more pullback before we continue to the upside. So from the bottom of the trend, that displacement that we got on the 4-hour and then break out, that was beautiful. These are the setups that you want to look for it when those happen. So currently where we are is, I would not mind a small pullback. But however, if we start to break 225, 230 could be a little bit of a resistance. Actually, let me check something, what the net flow is on this name. Yeah. What do I have? 240? God damn, 240 is where they are sitting on for March 20th. What did we have here? 210, 4.39. Okay. All right. So if it does pull back and we hold above 210, look for a swing. I think risk to reward with the 210 as your stop loss to the upside looks really good. March 20th, 240 is where like delta is a ridiculously positive. 1.88 million on it in calls. But I need to see a break and hold. I think I did let them in. Okay. All right, so that's what we have on AMD. CCL, another name I like on the year. I think this is looking real good. I like the hammer candle that we printed and we had the retest on it. As long as this thing holds above 25 zone, I think this is a go. This is the one that could go and make all-time highs. See what the 3-month look. Oof. Me love the structure. Oh, what a beautiful bounce. Okay, definitely on a watch for us to look for some shorter dated swings on this one. Someone can remind me every day. Take on that job. Create. Okay, we got the alert on as well. So we will watch this one. I like the hammer on the yearly. Go through whatever your favorite stocks are. Please go through the yearly charts. Will tell you so much of information on it. Okay, now I'm gonna go through, actually, I went through the monthly chart on this one. Okay, biggest one. Did I go through? No, I did not go through. Amazon. Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. Let's go through Amazon. This is the name I think this is my outlook for the next 5 years. 5 years. Amazon has been a shit show. Amazon is off my list to do day trades. Amazon is on my long-term list. Amazon is the one that you want to accumulate as much as possible. If somebody needs to, like I'm not gonna go into the fundamentals side of it, go do the research. Amazon is definitely behind. Amazon is definitely on a consolidation for pretty much the month for the year of 2025. I think Amazon is undervalued. I could be wrong. You might not agree with me, and that's okay. I am investing my own money, so you do not have to agree with me. Okay, just keep in mind, I am sharing what I am doing for my money, for my charts. It's not a financial advice. But I think Amazon is one name that I would, and this isn't something that I'm looking to make money in the next 6 months, in a year, in a 2 year. This is if you look at it, where do I go all the way down to 2030 is where I am going out to it. I'm giving myself predictions that this is what I'm looking for, possibilities, and where I am adding. I'm not dumping all my money at once. I am doing dollar cost averaging into it. So this is the name I am definitely gonna be building into it. If it starts to lose below 140, I won't add any more money. I will just wait for it to turn around because I'm buying shares. Again, I'm not buying leaps. I'm not buying options. I am buying shares. If you don't have, you'll be like, well, my account isn't big enough. Every single brokerage allows you to get fractional shares. You do not have to spend $226 to buy an Amazon. You can start with $50 and start accumulating in fractional shares. But this is the one name that I think has a lot of potential to the upside on it. Again, this is a long-term view. This is not a short-term view. And we will find out once we start losing 140, then probably my thesis is wrong on the technical side of it. But on the fundamental side of it, I still think this, just the same way I had done my research with Google, I think that's where we are with Amazon as well. So if you remember last year, beginning of January, what was my one stock that I was after? It was Google. Not that we needed to wait 5 years, but I'm still holding my shares. I literally haven't changed much on this chart. These are all the things that I drew out way at the beginning of last year. And so far, even the back tests that we got and then takeoffs been pretty much spot on. Okay. And Google is still, I don't think so, is done, but Google could use a pullback. Google could use a healthy pullback before it does and goes and makes the new highs on it. But Amazon has a beautiful accumulation. And again, if you look at my chart, I am saying that it is gonna pull back, but for this pullback, I don't want to miss it. They might break it out. I could be wrong that it might not even do this. We might actually see something like this, and then we pull back and retest this area and then continue it, right? That's pretty much a very possibility. So that's why I am doing dollar cost averaging in it. I'm not jumping 100% into it all at once. I'm slowly building my position into it. Okay. You don't have to, but that I'm sharing what I'm doing. Okay, I think I went through all the monthly charts. Okay, let's go. And one more. Cliff. This was another chart that I shared a while back. I don't know when, but I know I shared this one. And this is one is gonna also benefit from everything that's going on in the world. Your minerals and energy stock. This one will be, I'm looking for it somewhere here. What I have shares. I do not have leaps. I don't have options contract on it. I think this is a more of a shares play. If it pulls back, I can always accumulate a little bit more shares. The company on the books also look good. So if you want to look at the fundamental side of it, definitely looks good. And once we clear, I would like to see the 2330 get flipped. If we can flip this zone, we got a lot of money that is sitting up here as well. We could slowly is where I will then start to do maybe covered calls on it. If you're somebody who is, let's say you have, I don't know, 3,000 in your account, 5,000 in your account, and you want to do covered puts on it, you can accumulate. If you get shares called to you, that's perfect because you want the shares anyways, but at the same time, you are making income on it. You get to collect some of the premiums on it as well. Okay. All right. Next one. Now I am gonna go a little bit more shorter times, but has potentials on it. So I'm gonna go down to weekly. My outlook on RIVN is this is what I am watching. As long as we don't lose this 1532, I've shared this chart while back as well. So far, it is playing out just as it is. I would like this pullback to complete and hold and give me a bullish sign. Maybe I get that sign on the 2-day chart or on the 4-hour chart. If we pull back and we hold above 1770, ideally stop loss with $15, a good name that could be a very good potential. I have shares. And you all can, I know some of you been with me for a while now. You know, I've been talking about these shares from the $10, $13 area that we've been accumulating, right? I think my target for this still remains $40. So that's another $20 move that RIVN can give you, okay? Next is Corva. We are gonna go down to the 2-day time frame on this one. I think this is ready. I think 3-month out swing on this name with your stop loss at 70.26. So I'm giving myself a very tight stop losses, but letting these things work out. I think it's sitting very nice. Like, look at that. That is a beautiful morning star pattern. Now, if I go down to the 4-hour, you're gonna see a very nice displacement, retest of the displacement, and we're continuing to the upside. Like, this is your ideal setup. So I think as long as we don't lose 70.26, this is a name I would look to buy 3 months, maybe a little bit more, just with because I am looking for January to be a little bit of a bearish month. So this one has room. This one I think easily can hit $100. This is more of a technical side. I know some of you might not agree with me because of the fundamental side of it. I'm okay with that. I'm looking at the technical side. Which chart do I have it on? This one. No. Yes, this is the one. So Microsoft. I'm going to talk about a bigger picture on this name. gap. We got inside month on it, right? Even if I go down to the 3 months, we're just starting the new one, but I feel like it might be another one that we are inside month on it. And I am watching to see. And now I'm gonna go down to my 2-day time frame. I don't know what kind of a news. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like Microsoft have some shit brewing that this could come down all the way into the 450 area. And this is my 200 moving average. That's the only thing that I will use when I'm looking at my swings to see we are up, above or down on it. So I don't know what could be. I don't know if this is the whole thing that's happening with the, what I think with the SPY is gonna happen. That's the reason we pull back down into it. But I think this is a one name that could pull back another 30 to 40 bucks easily. I could be wrong. I know it's a strong company, but if we go down to my daily time frame, like we are in a demand zone. I don't know. This one has, this is where somewhere is in here that we could see it pull back. I could be wrong, guys. This one tells, I don't know why I have a feeling. My feeling could be wrong. Screw my feelings. Okay, I reviewed that. All right, let's go to Roku. I don't think so. This is the video I'm gonna be posting it on YouTube. All right, Roku, go down to the weekly time frame. Pull back if we hold the above 100, looking for a potential for this one to go back up to 170. If we lose 170, it could come down into this 72 to, I don't know, what am I, $70 to $75 area. It could pull back into it. But if we see a pullback in the month of January and we hold 100, I am looking for a push up, push back up. Okay. So definitely watch this one on it as well on the weekly time frame. I went over Costco already. I went over Cliff. I went over this. Okay, another one that I like is a smaller time frame. I like this one. 2D. I think this is consolidating very nice. I don't know, what do we call this pattern, Bonita? Any pullback, we hold above the $24, $25. I think this is a potential for a good $10 to $20 to the upside on it. I don't know, she can tell us what pattern is this, but I feel like this is a very nice consolidation. If you go back, like if we take this from here, da 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 da, maybe da and then da, I don't know. And there you go. She has the name for it, and don't ask me to pronounce that because I can't. Shares, if you don't want to. Leaps are pretty cheap out to 2028, and I would keep a tight stop loss. I would keep $22 as my stop loss and call it a day. If it breaks 22, fuck it, move on, take the money, put it into something else, right? Okay, another one I like is UNH. Pretty much, I don't know what would you call this pattern, Benita? You're just gonna be like, this lady is, you got same shit happening here again. And we are in a very tight zone. I think this could break out very nicely. Not just the 2-day, I think the weekly looks amazing on this as well. Look at that consolidation, right? Like that is a beautiful consolidation for a few weeks now. And we had a wick where buyers came in, and from the low of the anchor VWAP, we bounced. There is a huge gap to the upside, and this sector looks really nice. This sector looks amazing. So we could truly break out of this one as well. And this one, I didn't realize that the day trades contracts move very nice. So name, if you don't feel comfortable taking a swing to the swing on it, a name that moves very well during the day as well. So definitely like for us to go fill this gap to the upside, but also don't forget there is a gap to the downside as well. I would keep a tight stop loss on it. My stop loss would be where the accumulation happened right here. No, that would be a big stop loss. No, I'd keep 320 as my stop loss. If we lose 320, I would be done with this one. Okay. Another name is not bad. I have not finished my full analysis on the fundamentals yet. I'm still reading through them, but I think OKLO is another name that looks really good on the weekly. I think overall, I do have some shares. I don't have much, but I think this is a name that you want to look into it. Not a bad one to buy 2028 leaps on it. I think where we are on the weekly and even on the monthly, I think this is ready to go up. I would add, this is one I would not cut every pullback. I would add, and I would not buy 2027. I would buy 2028. Give myself a room. $30 move to $40 easily. This stock is easily $100 to go. Okay. All right. Next one. I think this is my last one. Then I can take some rocket. We are in it. We got leaps on it. And look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful looking daily chart too. We break out. This thing is going. My target still remains 23 area. I would see how we react in this zone on this wick right here. I might lock in most of my profits and hold one or two runners, but for now, still in. That is a beautiful neckline with your inverted head and shoulder. And you got your bull flag. Bull flag. And we are coming out of inverted head and shoulder. Me like this name. Any pullback, if you're not in, definitely a leap worthy of it. As long as we don't lose in this zone right here, you don't want to have this lose this 1782, then it's invalidated. Okay. All right, this was it. Holy shit. And I still need to have a class with the other group, with you guys, the Killers group. And I want to say something. Please don't take me wrong. Please don't do like stupid bullshit. Please don't like just keep in mind, every one of you have paid to be here. And what I share in the group, just have a respect for the people who pay for it. Okay. You might have some sort of a bullshit going on with your friends where you're sharing the 250. You're not going to get anywhere. Let me tell you that. You're not going to go far. You're not going to see the success that you want to succeed just over a freaking $250. I'm going to say it last time. I'm not going to say it again because I'm going to let it Babaji to teach you the lessons, but stop it. Like, you're not going to get ahead in the life. Okay. I had to say it because I just saw somebody doing something, and I'm not going to name people. I'm not going to do any of that bullshit because I'm to a point where I don't care. I'm making my money. I know Babaji is blessing me and blessing the people who are putting it in. But if you're doing this bullshit of taking stuff, sharing, and, you know, sharing it with your whoever the hell you're sharing it with, and looking for gains in the market, or looking for a financial freedom, or looking for some sort of feeling good, you're not gonna get it. I'm sorry. मैं पंजाबी च कहता मेरी जवान भी काली है. So go fuck yourself. And this is all right. Let me look at your reviews. I'm sorry, I just fucking people piss me off. NVIDIA, bring on your reviews. Sorry, the stocks that you want me to review. Okay, so NVIDIA, I was hoping for a little bit more to the downside into the 157 area, and we didn't get that. What we got was, we got the pullback up from the 170 zone, and we bounced from it, right? So currently we are rejecting at 190 area. However, I did see, let me just double confirm what the flow looked like. I think I saw some money come in. NVIDIA. Yeah, so there is, we could see small pullbacks. There are small puts in there as well. Let me go down to January 16th, February 16th, January 16th, January 16th. Yeah, so I think if we have any pullbacks, I think for NVIDIA, as long as we hold 187 to 186 area, I think this name, based on what the flow is there, that we could push to the 200 area. We could make a new lower high. We have not changed the trend yet. I would still at some point get this area tested. But for now, I would like to see if we can break and hold above 190, or if we get the retest into the 185, 187 area, that it could bounce. There is quite a bit of money that came in for the monthly contracts for January, February, and March. So they have all 3 months, and the highest is for all of them sits at 200 strike price. So this should give you an idea how neck and neck this is. On a bullish side of the premium, we have 481 million. And on the bearish side of it, we have 411 million. So pretty not overly high with the buyers. So it's kind of, I usually like to see a minimum of, $100 and $150 million difference between the put and buyers, but we are pretty close. So I would honestly, day trades. NVIDIA is your day trade guy until we figure out what actually SPY and QQQ wants to do. Anybody else? Sorry, if I missed anybody's questions above, just copy and repaste it, please. AI. Has a gap. I don't like the structure. Possibly it could, but it's too much of a struggle for this thing. Too much of the noise that's happening. As long as it holds 1323, it has a room to upside to fill the gap, but right now does not have my interest in it. I have shares. I still have shares, but I would like, as long as we hold 1335, ideally let it break 15 and hold. If it can, then interested in it. Okay, Meta. Meta. At some point, it's gonna go finish this candle up, which is to the 7, I think the high of this candle is 711. $711. Yeah. So I'll actually move this to $711 right there. Okay. So target to the upside is that. On the downside of it, I'm actually kind of bearish. That doesn't freaking look good. Today, 4 hour. Holy shikes. Yeah. 60 million. What do we have on the daily? Oh, you guys sellers. This could pull back. This could definitely pull back. And we got imbalances right here. What do we 4 hour has? 4 hour has slight buyers, could come into, I'm actually gonna remove my regular hours. Yeah, would not mind 620 on it, honestly. But if it holds 640, it could try to go back up. But you got clear sellers sitting here as well. So I would definitely watch. What does 2 hour has? There's 7 there. Nothing in between. How the hell? Oh, there we go. 4 hour. 21%, 5, 8, 4 million. 626, 25, 12 million. Yeah, 620. I think this could pull back to 620. Okay. 620, which is also 50% of your previous swing. And we got some gap down there as well. Apple. I want this area, 260, to start adding. We'll move it up here. But as a day trade, let's remove, these are not our actual things. What do I see on the daily? They're so undecided. Maybe a small push up into the 275 area and then reject. Let me check, what do I have on the gamma? Apple. Oh, January. There's money on the 290s. There's money on the 280 and 290s for January and February. And for this coming week, there are sellers sitting at 275. So maybe 275 and we see a rejection and then push it down. 275, push back down, buy the dip for next week, it to push back up to, where is the main guys sitting? Let me move this. How much is it? 280 and 290 area. Yeah. 265. If it pulls back to 265 and it holds, worth a 1 month out swing, definitely. Adobe. It pushed down. Ooh, did they have news? Adobe stock relies on a partnership base. Is there more upside to Google, which is AI driven, has? What happened? Was there a news on Adobe on thing? No. It will invalidate for me in, I would say, around 325. I'm still looking for this for the gap to the upside. But if we do lose 325, this will definitely is an invalidation. I would give 330. Don't want to figure out at 325, but 320, 330 lose. I don't know. I need to look at it. This is a big displacement. the weekly look like? Weekly gave up everything from 2 weeks being inside and then pushing down. Ooh, does not look good now. Monthly. 3-day. 3:30. I would watch what do we do at 3:30. If it breaks below 3:30, then it invalidates what I think it was gonna do. Couldn't find, yeah, so yeah, based on the technicals here, if we lose 3:30, I would take my money somewhere else. But if we hold 3:30 and we see the turnaround, then definitely this gap fill this seems like a reaction to something and knee jerk. Maybe they added, let me check, what do I have on Adobe? Where is my Adobe? Ooh. There's sellers sitting at 315 for next week, and their buyers sitting at 350. Anything is possible based on what I think even the floor doesn't know what they want. Oh shit, I don't want this. I want this. Wait, let me check the other flow as well. Let's check everything to be sure. Adobe. Oh yeah, ugly. 88 million on bearish, 70 million in bullish. Clearly the bears are on the upside on it. Let's see where do the sellers come in? February 20th, not much. March 20th. March 20th, we see some buyers come in after the 300. So are they going to take down to 300? Retrace the whole bloody demand zone again? Why? We now fill this gap. I thought we filled it. There is tiny bit left in there. But after March, buyers are coming in. Not until March. I don't see anything on the flow. March looks like they really want 320. 320 is lit with the puts. Okay, I will definitely keep in mind. Okay, where am I? Disney. Me bullish on Disney. Nice pullback. Looks good. As long as we come down here and hold 110, 109 area, it's a rebuy. I think still has a room to the supply zone to the upside on it. So weekly, yeah, just a pullback for a retest. I like this one. Okay. Did I go through MEU? I don't know what to tell you on MEU is the all-time high. It can keep going. There's nothing telling you that it is slowing down. Nothing. If you have those 2028 leaps when we took them here, I would start locking some in and keeping trailing stop pretty tight on it. We have shares on it as well. So if you're in it, not a bad one. I actually started covered calls on it on Friday. So not much to say here. I would not short it, at least not yet. I would not. You can really get smacked with this one if you try to short. There is no time frame is telling you, like, let's start with the 12-month. Beautiful chart to study, another one for 12 months. Look at that consolidation. Look at how we broke out of it, right? We are literally took over this price and now in a distribution phase on the yearly. As 6 months doesn't tell you it's done. 3 month doesn't tell you. Month doesn't say anything. 3 weeks, weekly. No time frame is saying this is bearish. So please don't try to be in, you can do day trades. If the day happens to be bearish for the day, doing a put on a day is okay. Then doing a swing on it, okay? So please, whenever we are in all-time situations like these, do day trades versus doing swings on it. Okay, MU is done, MicroStrategy. Looking for this demand zone to be tested. Somewhere here, I'm a buyer. But remember, what does BTC has? You always need to remember BTC as well. We got a shooter candle and a doji on it. We talked about this one too. So keep that in mind. But MicroStrategy, I would still prefer it to come into this zone here. More of a day trade for now. We don't have a confirmation that it has turned around, not even on the 4 hour. We have 0 confirmations. 8 hours, 12 hours, daily, 2 day. No time frame is telling you that it has turned around yet. So there is no reason for us to be jumping in yet. I would like, if it is a true that this was the low of it, it's turning around, I don't mind it make another high and then come back, maybe something like this, go up and then have a small pullback. Then I have a confirmation that it is holding and then take it. I don't like catching falling knives. If I don't have the fundamentals with it. So for this one, fundamentals with BTC is, I don't even know. Could go from here, make all-time highs, but I don't want to chase because I want to see if they can push it down to the demand zone. Okay, guys, this is gonna be last one. I am not taking any more. I still have gotta go do a futures class. Okay, and DKNG looks good. I like the accumulation here. Looks like a bull flag too. Very nice one. I'm still holding my, I know for sure I saw leap in my account. I don't know if I called it or bot called it, but I do have leaps on it. I like this one. We got nice fair value gap. We got supply zone. I think this is a go. Month looks nice. Weekly looks good too. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. 4 hour. See, this is what you want. You want a retest, stuff like this, right? You can have a stop loss. What am I posting? Hold on. Delete this. Right there. You got a nice zone of resistance turning into support. And right now, we're using that as a support, as long as we hold a nice bull flag to the upside. Okay, any questions? I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a good call for everybody. Everybody made the money. We're ready to make the money. All right, for rest of you, I'm gonna for the class group, I will put I'm gonna put the same. Okay, I'll send you guys a link shortly. Give me like 2 minutes and then we'll start. Awesome. I hope you guys took a lot of notes. No, I said so much stuff in this thing. I'm not posting this on YouTube. I was going to, but I'm not. People manage to fucking piss me off, so I can't. I'm not going to. I'm sorry. Babaji, help everybody. Seriously. Bloody, if one of you can't even afford 250 and making money and you're sharing and you're recording my shit and you are sending it to other people, do you think you're gonna win? Fuck no. No way. Not with my college one. Have a good one.